Interesting. I think the most wild stunt I ever saw. There's a clip of one of your wrestling shows, and Trey from Gator Boys also he stuck his foot inside the gator's mouth.
Yep.
Was that real?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
I feel like that's the craziest thing I've seen. That and Paul getting bit in the head. But so like it's because if he bites the foot, like it's not like I don't know. I
You have
feel like the
another.
foot could come off. What?
You have another one.
Yeah, another one. That's wild. All right, let's go back to this. All right, craziest bite that you've had.
I've had two, pretty bad bites. Uh, one of the most memorable bites. I was just turning 18 years old. I was at the Native Village, and I was doing a alligator show for a baby shower. Okay, no, no joke. Okay, I know you might be a redneck, right? Okay, so I was doing a wrestling show for the baby shower, and I was wrestling an alligator named Hollywood. And this alligator got his name Hollywood because he was flown to Hollywood, California. He was in movies. I don't know if you're familiar with a movie called Wild Things with Kevin Bacon and stuff.
I've heard of it. I've never seen it though.
So this movie had Hollywood and Longjaws, another alligator that was in the movie. So, anyways, that was backstory on the alligator. So I'm doing the show, and I grabbed him by the mouth to get over on his back, and he shook real hard back and forth. And when he went one way real far, he threw out my hands out of my reach, and he came back and grabbed me in this right thumb, but he bit the whole side of this hand.
Oh snap!
Hollywood was about 8.5 to 9 feet at the time. And he grabbed onto my thumb and he dragged me down onto the ground. And my mentor, Skeet, the one that owned Native Village, he thankfully he came running in to help me because my spotter that was in there. So your spotter is your backup. He ran and jumped the fence and left me. So
why?
He freaked out. He panicked. He didn't know what to do. So he left. Next thing you know, I'm dealing with this on my own for a second, but then my mentor, Skeet, jumped in, got on the back of the animal, and this gator's shaking with me. He's trying to roll. And okay, so this alligator had me for 8 minutes. Okay, 8. Couldn't get him off. The owner was about to cut the jowl muscles because he could not get this alligator off of my hand. And the kid finally came back, the one that ran away, and he brought a crowbar and we pried the mouth open and I got my hand out.
Oh my gosh.
It was.
Did it hurt?
What's that? Did it hurt?
Yeah.
Nah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it hurt like hell. Yeah, I mean, I'm going to be honest with you. During the actual moment, all you feel is pressure. You don't really feel the pain. And so I'm wearing a blue shirt now. I used to wear a lot of Indian patchwork, Indian clothes. And the patchwork that I had on, it was a blue shirt like this. It was just covered red. You couldn't see the blue from the blood, from the shaking.
Oh my gosh.
So, I mean, you got to realize 8 minutes of him just thrashing me back and forth and get this, my thumb was not broken. I don't know how. I drank a lot of milk, so I think I have strong bones. Luckily, I just had some bad lacerations, puncture wounds. It didn't get infected. I was in the hospital. I waited in the waiting room for a couple hours before they even saw me when I went in the hospital.
No way.
Yep. And this is pre-date Gator Boys. This is way before Gator Boys.
I feel like you coming in with saying I got bit by an alligator, they're gonna move you in right away.
Oh, I had arguments with them. They called security on us because I asked them, do I have to physically bring the alligator in here to go in to see the doctor? And they were like, security. And I was like, okay, I'll go sit down. As I'm bleeding all over their floor in the hospital, and they're not doing anything. But
That's crazy.
it was, it was a serious bite.
Yeah, I
But
got bit by a dog once. I got saw in like 10 minutes. I don't know, just weird. I like I said at the intake, they're like,
it
how
was a
like what's your
chihuahua. Huh?
no, it was half pit, half lab. I was breaking up a dog fight, and
Okay.
I got in the middle, and it bit me. And so in my intake, they said, "How much do you weigh? What's your height?" And I was like, "I'm 5'5", and I weigh too much." And the nurse did not laugh at that joke. Let me tell you, I was like, "Oops."
I
so,
would
um, so anyways,